Hello everybody, welcome to my channel again. We're gonna do some highlighting contour today. So yeah, if you guys want to know how I achieve these, just keep on watching. Okay guys, so I do have foundation on in my eyebrows and lipstick. I have the Infallible Pro Glow foundation on. This is the second time I tried it and so far I'm liking how it's looking. Go ahead and apply your favorite foundation and we're gonna move on to highlight. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my two concealers. I have the L.A Girl and I have the RIMMEL Match Perfection. Okay, so first I'm gonna apply this one since it's a little bit darker. Apply this in a triangle, like that. I do go on the sides of my nose because I do want my nose to be more snatched, make it seem thin. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna apply a little down here and here. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my other one. This one's lighter, so I apply it on top just to give it more light down here. Now when you pick a concealer, you're gonna pick a concealer that is 2 shades lighter than your skin tone, okay, for that highlight effect, okay? Like that. Okay, so now that we have that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and take our beauty blender and blend that in. With tapping motions, you're not gonna drag the product, you're gonna tap, okay? And blend, blend, blend until you don't have any harsh lines. Blend
until that hand falls out, girl.
Once that's blended, no harsh lines, we're gonna go ahead and contour. Now to contour, you have to use 2 shades darker, and as you can see, this is pretty dark. It's really up to you the intensity that you want, so yeah. So on this side I'm gonna cream contour, and on this side I'm just gonna powder contour so you guys can see the difference and just pick whichever is easier for you. So if you go like this, you can already see my natural shadow there. That's where we want to contour. If you can't find your shadow, you can take any brush and put it on top of your ear and go down towards your mouth. That's where you're gonna contour, okay? We don't want to go below that. So basically, that's where I want to draw my line. You see? I'm just applying a little product, not too much. Cream tends to be more messy if you're not careful, so just be careful with the amount you apply. Now I'm applying some on my forehead. Now, contouring is creating shadows in your face, and this gives you that slimmer effect. Yeah, so we're just gonna emphasize more shadows that we already have on our face, okay? As you can see, I do have some natural shadows. We're just emphasizing. I'm using a Real Techniques Expert Base brush, and with that I'm gonna go ahead and buff that into the skin. Now, really light-handed. The key is having a really light hand when blending, okay? Now I'm doing like circular motions like this, really light-handed, and dragging it up, okay? So just keep blending really lightly, okay? Really light-handed. Now I'm not gonna bring my contour all the way down here, okay? We want to keep it up here, so you drag it up like that. Blend. Just blend the rest. I know it looks harsh right now, but I promise you it's gonna get better. You just have to blend. Blend is a key in makeup. Keep blending until it seems like. I did apply some here on my chin just for that snatched chin, you know. I do sometimes tapping motions just because I feel like that blends a little more. Now that that's nice and blended, with the beauty blender, you're gonna tap on top of it, and I just do this step to blend it more and make any harsh lines disappear. Okay,
we really don't want any harsh lines.
Okay, you see how that's blending? Beautiful. Remember, this half of my face I'm doing with cream. Okay, so anyways, that flew away. So that's why I'm gonna do this part first, just to show you how you would work with the cream. I'm gonna use the Rcma No Color Translucent Powder. I know the packaging is a little weird, so that's why I pour some of it in here. I go over my concealer a little, just in case any creasing. Okay, and then with the same beauty blender, go ahead and slide this under my eye like that. Really gently, you know, apply a generous amount. Now don't be scared to do this. This is called baking, guys. Baking is pretty much setting your makeup in place. This is gonna set your under eye better. It's gonna last longer. It's gonna prevent any creasing under your eye, and also it's gonna bring more brightness to that. Okay, also I'm gonna go ahead and apply it down here. Now this is gonna clean up any mess you made in case your contour went down too much. This cleans it up. Okay, and it also sets your makeup down here. Create a sharp line here. Okay, and this is gonna define your contour a little more. Okay, once that's done, you do have to set your contour. If it's a cream, you always have to set with a powder. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. I'm gonna use this shade right here. Sometimes I mix all three. It's up to you. Tap any excess powder because we don't want that muddy looking contour, you know. And we're gonna go ahead and set our cream, okay, so it won't move around. Always that you have a cream on, you have to set it with powder.
Okay, I'll go ahead and set it.
Once that's set, I'm gonna let this side of my face keep on baking, and I'm gonna move on to the other part. Okay, this part we're only using powder. Now for this part, since we're not using a cream anymore and we're gonna use powders, you do have to set your face. I am gonna take my loose powder again, the same I used to bake, and I'm gonna take a little on a powder brush and set my face. Okay, we're gonna set our whole face. We are doing this because we are gonna work on another powder on top of your foundation, and you have not set it, it's just gonna be muddy and move around, and it's not gonna look pretty. Okay, go ahead and bake this under eye, same as we did on the other side. Now there is one thing I want to tell you guys about translucent powder, this powder right here. Okay, I have the Rcma one, which is cheap. I believe it's like $12, and I do have my MERCIER one. This one is really good too. It is more expensive, but they're both good. These are both my favorites. I haven't found one that compares to these ones. Now let me tell you a fact about translucent powder. When you buy a translucent powder, you always have to look out for the ingredients, and if it does contain silica, which this one does, it will have a flashback sometimes. It will create a white cast. Like, I know sometimes if you guys take a picture or you feel like your face looks like you know, like you have a flashback, it's because of that ingredient, silica. Now silica really helps reduce fine lines It really goes into your fine lines, so that is really good, but also you have that flashback. Now with this powder, I found that it's not as bad as a flashback, as long as you take it off all really well. Okay, now with this one I don't have any problem with that, no flashback, so this one's a really good one. With the same contour kit, I'm gonna go ahead and take the same shades, tap out any excess powder, and start contouring. Now this side is gonna be more natural looking than the other one. The other one's more dramatic, but I mean, you can pick whichever you like more, it's fine. So just apply as much as desired. It depends on you how defined you want it. And so I'm done with that. We're gonna go ahead and dust off all this excess powder. Okay. Really light-handed, okay? Go ahead and dust it off. And also you can go over your contour just to blend it with that same powder, like that. Once that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some blush. I'm gonna use my L.A GIRL blush in Berry Cream, and just with a blush brush, just go ahead and apply it. The same brush I used to contour, I'm just gonna go a little bit on my nose. I'm not really contouring my nose today. I'm gonna make another video about that, but just to get some shadows. Okay, always blend up on your nose. Okay guys, now we're gonna move on to highlighter. Now, when you want that really intense highlight, I go ahead and spray it with a setting spray. This is the Urban Decay All-Nighter, which I'm almost out. I go ahead and get some product. This is my L.A GIRL highlighter, and I apply. Now this step you can skip if you really don't like highlighter, or you can add more and more like I do, you know, because a girl likes to blind. Highlighting, guys, is just creating light where the sun hits, when the sun usually hits our face. If you go into the mirror with no makeup on and you move your head like this, you're gonna see your natural highlight, and that's where we actually apply highlight. Okay, already have all those natural shadows and all those natural highlighting, so when you have the time, go ahead and go to the mirror with no makeup on, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Now, just a quick tip: if you want to make your highlight a little more bing, you know, just go ahead and tap really lightly with your beauty blender. Since it's wet, it's just gonna set that powdery looking highlight, and it's gonna make it more dewy. I'm gonna go ahead and spray my whole face with setting spray. It's gonna set our powder. Okay guys, so I went ahead and applied my eyeliner off camera, and this is the completed look. So yeah, this is how I highlight and contour. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah,
See you next time, guys.